Hello, everybody. How are you? Continuing our spotlight on San Diego and some of the best and worst it has to offer. And in this case, we're going to look at 5 of the worst gas stations in San Diego. For example, number 1, Diabolical Drifter. Gas right there on the near south side. Diabolical Drifter offers some really good gas prices, but when you go inside to perhaps get a sandwich, perhaps get some beef jerky, maybe use the restroom, you're going to be met with several shady characters that they're not going to ask you for change, guys. They're going to ask you for a ride, much like a hitchhiker, to the next town. And these are drifters. These are not homeless. These are not bums. These are not vagabonds. They're drifters. And they specialize in approaching people at gas stations and asking for a lift to the next town. And this is especially prevalent on the open road, and hence the next town idea. But since you're already in a major city, it's hard to accommodate their requests without driving to Santee or to points east, farther east. So I'm going to tell you to avoid diabolical drifter gas for your own safety. Now, number 2 on our list is non-flammable runt. Non-flammable runt is a new gas brand that is really getting a lot of traction. And it has a very interesting logo of a kid who I guess is the runt. And they're trying to light his surroundings on fire, but they don't burn. Nothing burns. And the idea of the brand is to enhance the safety of putting gas in your car at their station, because so many national stories these days about gas stations blowing up, catching on fire, and so they built their whole brand around non-flammable. You're just going to be safer. But the problem is, they're charging $7 a gallon for gas, and for me, I don't find that the others are that. Safety has never been really that much of a problem. I don't smoke cigarettes, and I certainly wouldn't smoke near a gas pump. And I always discharge my static electricity before I pump the gas. I think I'm going to be fine at the traditional stations. So that's a no for me. Now, number 3 on our list is prefabricated cataracts. This is an interesting idea because direct-to-consumer brands are growing so fast. One of which is Warby Parker, Warby, W-A-R-B-Y Parker, which is a eyeglass vendor. They sell eyeglasses, they sell sunglasses, and they became a beloved brand of hipsters. That's why they opened retail stores in hipster areas in major cities around the globe. Now, in this case, the cataracts are sold. The cataract solution is sold to you at the gas station. So it's very rare to have a medical, other than just Tylenol or over-the-counter pain relievers. It's very unusual to have something like cataract solution that help alleviate the pain and agony of cataracts, which feel like needles on your eyeballs. They sell a solution right there at the gas station, but that is the whole idea, and they are doing well, guys, because the thing about San Diego, if you've ever driven in San Diego, you realize that a lot of people must have cataracts because they seem to be driving like they're blind. So it's anything that's good with helping them with that medical condition, get them the solution they need at the point of sale of their gas. Well, that's a good idea. However, I don't see it's for me, so I'm going to give that a no. Now, number 4 on our list is aerobatics amortization gas. What these guys do is, while some gas pumps have that TV show that plays and it's got some funny cat videos and maybe some weather news, well, these aerobatics amortization guys, they have an aerial show of Blue Angel style flying right over the gas station. And so that's why, again, it's a little expensive. They're charging $32 a gallon. And that's most people, when they go in there, honestly, they don't need a full tank because they don't want to pay that much, but they love the aerial show. And only one of these jet fighters has crashed into the ground. The pilot was able to eject safely and landed in somebody's backyard pool, where then he was mauled by a bear who came over the hedge expecting to be able to get some of the berries that were in the trees next to the pool. So unfortunately, he has some cuts and bruises, but he's going to be okay. So the final of our worst gas stations in San Diego is the Bandelier. Let me look at my notes here. Yeah. The Bandelier gas station. Now, sometimes a brand benefits from somewhat of a danger style name. Bandelier suggests early days of the Southwest, where there were bandoliers, or you might call them opportunistic grifters that would roam the Southwest, New Mexico, Arizona, Southern California. So when they say bandolier gas, that does have that suggestion of a little bit more of the Wild West, Wild Southwest. But it's not so much that the name is wrong, because it does have a memorable name, Bandelier. The problem is you feel like you're getting taken, like they're actually robbing you, because the attendants wear these bandoliers. And when you go in to pay, or if you pay at the pump, they stand there looking at you. And you just have this feeling like, wow, if there's any problem, they're going to take me away. And it's going to be a Clint Eastwood movie, like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. They're gonna bury me up to my neck, and then the red ants are gonna climb all over my face. Right? They're gonna bury me up to my neck in the dirt. So that's a kind of an unsettling feeling, and that's gonna be a no-go for me. And that is the 5th of our final of the worst gas stations, in my opinion. You might have a different opinion. And guys, one of the reasons I'm doing these videos is to help people steer clear of things that are not helpful. So if you have better ideas, if you have insight, leave a comment. Get on the Twitter machine, because every time you do, it helps boost the whole community, because we're learning from each other and we're strengthening community bonds in the process. Talk to you next time.